Hello, good morning students. Let's continue with chapter number 2, that is Pythagoras theorem, practice set 2.1. In the last lecture you have completed practice set 2.1, main question number 1, whether you have to identify whether the given triplet is a Pythagorean triplet or not. Now let us continue with the same practice set with main question number 2. Let's see what is given in question number 2. In figure, angle MNP is 90 degree, segment NQ is perpendicular to segment MP, MQ equals to 9, QP equals to 4, find the value of NQ. Okay, now see the diagram part. In this triangle MNP, this MNP is of 90 degree, MQ is 9, QP is 4, we have to find the value of NQ. Okay, so let's solve this problem. Solution part. In triangle MNP, angle MNP is of 90 degree. It is given in the question. Segment NQ is perpendicular to hypotenuse MP. This is also given. Now we have to apply here geometric mean property. So NQ is the geometric mean of MQ into QP. So we can write here formula that NQ square equal to MQ into QP. Substituting the value of MQ and QP, that is 9 into 4, we'll get NQ square equals to 36. Now taking square roots on both sides, we'll get the value of NQ as 6 units. Therefore, the value of NQ is 6 units. Now moving further, we'll see next, that is question number 3. Now let's see question number 3. In the figure, angle QPR is of 90 degree. Segment PM perpendicular to segment QR and Q dash M dash R. The value of PM is 10, QM is 8. We have to find the value of QR. Okay. Now let's solve this particular question. Now let's see the solution part. In triangle QPR, angle QPR is of 90 degree. The segment PM, it is perpendicular to this hypotenuse QR. Again we have to apply here geometric mean property. So with this property I can write the formula, that is PM square equals to QM into MR. Okay, so PM square equal to QM into MR. Substitute the value of PM, that is 10, value of QM, that is 8. So here comes 10 square, that is 100, equal to 8 into MR. So 100 divided by 8 equals to MR. So MR equals to 12.5 units. After cancellation you will get 12.5 units. So we got the value of MR as 12.5 units. Let us consider this as equation 1. But we want the value of QR, not MR. Now for getting this value of QR, it is already given in the question that Q dash M dash R, these 3 points are collinear. So I can write here QR equals to QM plus MR. The value of QM is 8, which is given in the question. The value of MR is 12.5 from equation 1. Adding both the values will get 20.5 units. Therefore, our final answer, that is QR, is 20.5 units. Okay, you copy the answer. Let's see the next question, that is question number 4. In figure, find the value of RP and PS. RP and PS using the information given in triangle PSR. Okay, now what is given in the figure, let's see. In triangle PSR, angle P is given 30, angle S is given 90, angle R. Now we have to find out what is the value of angle R. It will comes to 60 degree, because addition of these two angles will be 90 plus 30, that is equal to 120. So from the sum of the angles of triangle, that is 180, from 180 we have to Subtract this two angle, that is 120, we will get the value of third angle as 60 degree. So this triangle PSR becomes 30, 60, 90 triangle. So we have to apply here property of 30, 60, 90 triangle to get the value of RP and PS. Understood the question? So let us solve this question. Now let us solve this question. In triangle PSR, angle PSR is of 90 degree. Angle SPR 30 degree. SPR 30 degree. So we can find its remaining angle, that is angle SRP. I have written here angle SRP 60 degree, remaining angle of triangle. So this triangle becomes 30, 60, 90 triangle. So we can apply a property of 30, 60, 90 triangle. Now side opposite to 30 is SR, and we know the property side opposite to 30 degree is half of the hypotenuse. So SR is half of RP. SR is half of RP, side opposite to 30 degree. Substituting the value of SR, that is 6 equals to 1/2 into RP. Now this 2 will go this side and multiply with 6. So 6 into 2 equals to RP. So RP equals to 12 units. We got the first answer. Let's consider this as equation 1. So we got the value of this hypotenuse RP as 12. Now we want the value of PS. Now PS is nothing but side opposite to 60 degree. Correct? Side opposite to 60 degree. And we know the property side opposite to 60 degree is √3/2 times the hypotenuse. Clear? So this PS is √3/2 times the hypotenuse, that is RP. And we got the value of RP in equation 1, that is 12. Substitute here value of RP as 12. Cancel with 2. 2 ones are 2, 6 are. So the answer of PS is 6√3 units. So we got both the answer, that is RP equals to 12 units. PS equals to 6√3 units. I think you all have understood this solution part. Copy this solution. Now let's see the next question, that is question number 5. For finding AB and BC with the help of information given in the figure, complete the following activity. So we have to complete this following activity with the help of given figure. Now let's see the figure part. In triangle ABC, where angle B is given 90 degree, if you see the triangle, this AB and BC, both the sides are marked with identical sign. It means AB and BC are congruent sides. The length of the hypotenuse is √8. Clear? Now let's see the activity part. Here it is given that AB equal to BC. AB equal to BC. So we have to write here reason. So I can write here reason as given, because both the segments are congruent. Clear? Next, that is angle BAC equals to dash. BAC. Now as we have seen that AB and BC are congruent sides, so this triangle becomes an isosceles right angle triangle. Correct? Because two sides are equal, it means it is an isosceles triangle. Now one of the angle of this isosceles triangle is of 90 degree. So the remaining two acute angles are of 45 degree each. Means this angle A is of 45 degree. Angle C is also of 45 degree. So the value of BAC will be 45 degree. Clear? So this triangle becomes 45, 45, 90 triangle. And we know the property of 45, 45, 90 triangle, that is side opposite to 45 degree is 1/√2 times the hypotenuse. side opposite to 45 degree is 1 upon root 2 times the hypotenuse. So let's moving further. So AB and BC. Now AB is opposite to 45, BC is also opposite to 45. So both the sides are opposite to 45 degree. So with the property of 45, 45, 90 triangle, I can write both the sides equal to 1 by root 2 of hypotenuse, that is AC. Now in the next part, next step, again copy this 1 by root 2 here. The value of AC is already given in the figure, that is root 8. Substitute here root 8. Now root 8 can be written as 4 2s are. So okay, so root 8 can be written as 2 root 2. Again here comes 1 upon root 2. Now this root 2 get cancelled. So what is remain? 2. So our answer of AB and BC equals to 2 units. I hope you all have understood this activity part. Copy this activity in your notebook. Now moving further, let's see question number 6. Find the side and perimeter of a square whose diagonal is 10 centimeter. So see in the figure, this quadrilateral ABCD is a square. Now square means each angle is of right angle and all four sides are equal. We have to find the value of side of a square as well as perimeter of the square, where the diagonal is given 10 centimeter. Now this particular question can be solved by 3 different methods. The first method, we can find the value of this side of a square by using Pythagoras theorem. Second, we can find the side of square by using 45, 45, 90 triangle property. Or we can find the side of a square with the help of formula. Clear? We'll go for the formula part, that is easy as compared to other 2 methods. Let's solve this particular question. Now let's see the solution part. This quadrilateral ABCD is a square. It is given. The length of diagonal AC is of 10 centimeter. I told you this particular question can be solved by 3 different methods. So from that 3 method, I have considered this formula method, that is side of a square can be calculated by 1 upon root 2 into length of diagonal. Substitute the value of length of diagonal here, that is 10. So 1 upon root 2 into 10. Now rationalize the denominator. So we have to multiply this 10 by root 2 and denominator is also by root 2. So numerator becomes 10 root 2 and denominator becomes root 2 into root 2, that is 2. Now cancel 2 ones are and 2 5s are. So we'll get the answer as 5 root 2 centimeter. So we got the answer of side of a square is 5 root 2 centimeter. So we got the first part, that is side. Second part, perimeter of a square. We know the formula. Perimeter means sum of the length of all sides. So here perimeter of square is 4 multiplied by side. As we got here value of side as 5 root 2. Substitute here value of side as 5 root 2. Multiplied. So 4 5s are 20 root 2 centimeter. So our final answer, perimeter of a square is 20 root 2 centimeter. Copy the answer everyone. Now you complete question number 7 as a homework. Okay. So question number 7 for you as a homework. You complete it. Now let's see the next question, that is question number 8. Find the diagonal of a rectangle whose length is 35 centimeter and breadth is 12 centimeter. So in the figure, this quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle. AC is the length, or AC is a diagonal of rectangle. So here I have considered length AB as 35 centimeter given, and breadth as BC, which is given 12 centimeter. We want the length of this diagonal AC. It is very easy. We have to apply here Pythagoras theorem for getting the length of diagonal, that is AC. Let's solve this question. Now let's see the solution part. Let this quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle where AB is of 35 centimeter, BC is of 12 centimeter, and this AC is a diagonal. Now consider this right angle triangle ABC. So in triangle ABC, angle ABC is of 90 degree. So we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So by Pythagoras theorem I can write the formula, that is AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. Substitute the value of AB, that is 35 square, BC 12 square, 35 square, that is 35 into 35, that comes to 1225, and 12 square, that is 144. Adding both the numbers will get 1369. So AC square equal to 1369, taking square root on both sides, we got the answer of AC as 37 units. Therefore, the diagonal of a rectangle is 37 centimeter. I think you have understood this. Question number 8. It's easy. Copy the answer in your notebook. Let's see the next question, that is question number 9. In the figure, M is the midpoint of QR. Angle PRQ is given 90 degree. Then we have to prove that PQ square equals to 4 times PM square minus 3 times PR square. This is one of the important question from this exercise, and this can be asked in board exam for either 3 marks or 4 marks. Okay, so let us solve this question. Now let's prove this particular question. Consider this big triangle, that is in triangle PRQ. Angle PRQ is of 90 degree, that is given. So in this big triangle, use Pythagoras theorem. When we use Pythagoras theorem, we'll get the value formula as PQ square equals to PR square plus QR square. Okay, let this as equation 1. Consider this again second right angle triangle, small right angle triangle, that is PRM, where angle PRM is again of 90 degree given. Again in this small right angle triangle, consider again Pythagoras theorem. So we'll get the formula PM square equal to PR square plus RM square. Right? PM square equal to PR square plus RM square. Let this equation as second. But I can write this RM is half of QR. Why? Because M is the midpoint of QR. So RM will be half of QR. Okay, so RM is half of QR since M is the midpoint of QR. Let this as equation number 3. Now from 2 and 3, the value of equation 3 we have to substitute in equation 2. That is value of RM is half of QR. This value of RM we have to substitute here in equation 2, that is in place of RM square. We'll get next equation as PM square equal to PR square plus half of QR square. Now open this bracket, so it becomes 1 upon 4 times QR square. Now multiplying both sides by 4, we'll get 4 PM square equal to 4 PR square plus this 4 get cancelled, so that is QR square. In the next step, I can break this 4 times PR square as 3 PR square plus 1 PR square. Okay, because addition of these two again will give us 4 PR square. So this 1 PR square I will combine with this QR square. So write both the terms in bracket. PR square plus QR square. Now this bracket PR square plus QR square is nothing but PQ square from 1. You see equation 1, correct? PR square plus QR square is nothing but equal to PQ square. So in place of this bracket I can write PQ square. Now this 3PR square, take this side, it becomes minus 3PR square. So we'll get the final answer as PQ square equals to 4PM square minus 3PR square. Hence proved. So you copy the answer, write your notebook, and this is one of the very important question for board exam. Okay, you practice it very well. It's not difficult. If you go through step by step, you realize that this is one of the easiest question in this chapter. Now after this, that is question number 10, last question of this exercise. To complete this exercise as a homework, in this last question you have to apply Pythagoras theorem 2 times. You will get the final answer. I hope you have understood today's lecture. If you have not understood, you go through it again once from the beginning. You revise the problems thoroughly, note it down in your notebook, practice it again and again. Okay, so today we have completed practice set 2.1. We'll continue the next part in the next lecture. So till that time, take care. Thank you.